Hi, I'm Tom from SmartFast. I'm making this video today just to answer a few of the questions that we've been getting asked. These are the common questions that people want to know about. So we're going to go through them one at a time, and hopefully by the end you'll have a better understanding of what SmartFast is and how you can implement it for your own practice. SmartFast is a solution to achieve cosmetic treatments for both patient and dentist. Basically what that means is that SmartFast will help plan, design, trial and implement solutions towards a cosmetic smile makeover using all of orthodontics, ceramics, composite or any combination of them. So for any SmartFast treatment, the patient would come to see a dentist who would take some photos and an impression of their mouth and send it to Team SmartFast, and we will then provide some treatment options and an augmented smile photo just to demonstrate what possibilities could happen. The patient and the dentist can then get together and discuss those treatment options, look at the photo and decide which direction they want to proceed in. It doesn't matter what the dentist or the patient chooses, whether it's ceramics, orthodontics or composite, SmartFast has got you covered. Dentists have been using orthodontics and ceramics to improve the look of patients' smiles for a long time, but a lot of dentists don't feel confident in using composite because it's very technique sensitive. So where SmartFast is unique is it brings all three of those treatment modalities together. So no matter what the patient needs, we're able to support and help at every step of the way. And the revolutionary part of SmartFast is our SmartFast Direct Instant Smile Makeover Stent, which places 6 composite veneers on the anterior teeth in just one application using a pre-separated, custom-made stent. People have been using stents in dentistry for a very long time. The technique is to have a wax up made of an ideal smile, take a silicone impression and then transfer that silicone impression over the patient's teeth, filling the void with composite, which is then set. The limitations with the old-fashioned way of doing it is that A, you have to do every other tooth, which is very time consuming, and you have to isolate with PTFE and then clean up the excess and then etch and bond and repeat and work your way around the smile, and it can take a good amount of hours just to do 6 teeth. The other way of doing it is the injection moulding technique, which is where you inject a flowable composite through the stent onto the tooth surface and cure it. The problem with this technique is that you're using a flowable composite, and as of yet flowable composites are still not up to the same standard as paste composite. And so the team at SmartFast thought if we're going to provide a service to patients, we want something to be faster than what's currently out there, more aesthetic than what's currently out there and longer lasting than what's currently out there. So we knew that we had to change things up and design a different stent, and this is where we invented and patented the SmartFast Direct Instant Smile Makeover. The SmartFast Direct stent is pre-separated, which means that it can be placed over the front 6 teeth in one application. That means once you remove it, you haven't got to worry about composite joining the teeth. The only thing you have to do is clean around the margins, around the front and the back of the teeth and give them a polish, and it's finished. It's a much faster way to approach what traditionally has taken 3 to 4 hours. So SmartFast is using Empress Direct Composite from Ivoclar Vivadent, and this is their top of the range aesthetic composite, which is used by some of the best dentists around the world to achieve beautiful natural smile makeovers. The reason we're using this composite is because it's proper paste composite, and it's supposed to be used on anterior teeth, and it's supposed to be for veneer-like restorations of front teeth. We're not compromising by using a flowable composite which just hasn't quite got the same qualities, the same strength, the same flexural strength, the same rigidity, the same fracture awareness and the toughness. We're not compromising on any of that. We're using the very best composite, and the way we can use it is by heating it. Once it's heated, it becomes more fluid, and that allows us to use it in the application of a stent. Once you become well practiced at using the SmartFast Direct stent, you can complete most anterior 6 teeth cases in about an hour. But we're recommending that all new SmartFast dentists book about 2 hours for their first case, just so they get used to the technique. And then once you know how to do it, you can start to chisel that time down, and you'll find a point that fits in with you and your practice and is comfortable for your working environment. So the whole SmartFast process takes about 2.5 hours from start to finish. So we usually recommend booking about 15 minutes for the first patient consultation, and this is where you just discuss some treatment options and you show them some of the things that SmartFast can do for them, befores and after pictures, and give them some patient information leaflets. If they're interested, it doesn't take more than about 3 minutes to take the sequence of 8 SmartFast photos and either an impression or a digital scan of the patient's teeth. You then send that to SmartFast and we'll do the rest for you. The next stage is called SmartFast Design, and this is where we send you an augmented smile photo so the patient can see what they're going to look like with their new smile. We also send you a list of treatment options for you to discuss with your patient. This will be orthodontics, ceramics and composite if appropriate. Once you've discussed this with your patient and you start to get a feel of where they might like to take their treatment, you can move forward to the next stage, which is called SmartFast Refine. We recommend spending about 15 minutes at the SmartFast Design stage. The next stage of treatment is called SmartFast Refine. For me, this is the best part of the whole SmartFast process because this is when you actually show your patient in real life what their smile is going to look like on their own teeth. We'll send you a 3D printed model of the digital design of the new smile and a putty stent. You can then fill that with acrylic and place it over your patient's teeth to transfer the 3D printed model design onto their teeth and give them the smile of their dreams. This is really lovely to watch their reaction and really see how they feel with their new smile. And then you can assess the aesthetics of the smile to make sure it's exactly what you're both after. It's a really good opportunity to continue the consent process as well, because if the patient has any concerns, now's the time to address those, and they still might decide to go down the ceramic route or go down the orthodontic route. So it's a very, very important stage, and we recommend you spend about 30 minutes doing this. The final stage of treatment is actually placing the SmartFast Direct stent, and for the first time you do it, we recommend spending at least 2 hours. But once you get used to it, you can cut that down to 90 minutes, and when you're very proficient, down to 60 minutes. So let's just cut it down the middle and say 90 minutes. So we've spent half an hour at the beginning of treatment discussing with the patient and showing them the SmartFast design. We spent half an hour showing them the trial smile at the refine stage, and we spent 90 minutes actually placing the SmartFast Direct stent. So it's 2.5 hours from start to finish. Now, costing is another question. It really does depend in the area that you work in and what your patient base is. If you're mostly NHS, you probably want to charge down the lower end of the spectrum, whereas if you're a private practice, you can probably charge a little bit more. We have dentists charging around £2,000 for 6 teeth. We also have dentists charging £3,000 to £3,500 for 6 teeth. It is very area dependent. The lab fee for SmartFast Direct is just under £600. That's for the entire planning stage, the refine stage, the final direct stent and the compules of composite that you'll need to place your anterior smile makeover. So if we're charging our patients £2,000, after the £600 is removed, we're making £1,400 profit. If you divide that by the 2.5 hours that it takes for the whole process from start to finish, you're making £560 an hour. If you push your fees up to £2,500, you're actually making just over £700 an hour. So as you can see, it's a very, very profitable technique. The best way to get started with SmileFast is simply by asking our patients. If we don't ask, we'll never know what their real thoughts are about their smile. SmileFast has developed a patient smile evaluation form for you to give them. This has lots of questions that will help guide you and inform you on how they're really feeling about their smile. And once you know that information, it makes discussing it a lot easier. A lot of people feel it's really quite difficult to talk to someone about their smile, especially when it's very obvious that they haven't got a nice smile. But if you don't ask, you'll never know. It does take a lot of courage the first time you do it, but the best way is to say, if I had a magic wand and I could wave it over your smile, what would you like? What would be your ideal? What would make you wake up in the morning and look in the mirror and feel really, really happy every single morning? And some people will say, I'd love my teeth just to look whiter. Fantastic, we've got tooth whitening. They might say, I really, really hate this crooked tooth here. It annoys me every single day and has done for years. Fantastic, we've got alignment. And people might say, I just hate everything about my teeth, the shape, the colour, the texture, everything. Then we've got ceramic options. And some people might say, do you know what, I'm really, really happy with my smile. There's just a little bit here and there that I don't quite like. And that's where Composite comes in, just for those final enhancements. So SmartFast has them covered for everything. But you have to ask, otherwise you'll never find out. So I hope these videos have been useful. If you've got any more questions, just click on the SmartFast website, www.smartfast.com, for more resources and more information.